If you have been looking at Velztorm Mini Pilum Custom and still are not fully sure whether it is the right buy for your needs, that is exactly what this review is here to clear up before you spend your money. A lot of products can sound great on the listing and still end up feeling underwhelming once they are actually in your hands, so the real question is whether this one gives you solid everyday value, fits the way you plan to use it, and feels worth the price. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Now, let's talk about what makes this PC tick. First off, it's built around the AMD Ryzen 7 5700X processor, a seriously capable piece of hardware that won't let you down, even in the most demanding games. Pair that with a GeForce RTX 5060, and you've got a system that can handle anything from casual gaming to more serious titles at high settings. Of course, you don't need me to tell you what the RTX 5060 is capable of. I've already mentioned it briefly, but it's worth reiterating how well this GPU handles modern games. To be honest, I was blown away by how smoothly the Velztorm Mini Pilum performed when I ran a few of my favorite titles, like Cyberpunk 2077 and Call of Duty, Warzone. The graphics were stunning, and the system didn't even break a sweat. No stuttering, no freezing, just consistent performance that had me grinning from ear to ear. One thing that really stood out to me was the cooling setup. I know some pre-built PCs can be pretty sketchy when it comes to cooling, but the Velztorm Mini Pilum is a whole different story. It comes with a 120mm AIO cooler, which is a huge step up from what you'd normally find in this price range. The result is a system that stays cool even under heavy load, which means no loud noises or overheating to contend with. And let's be honest, RGB lighting is always a welcome addition, especially if you're trying to create a killer gaming setup. The RAM situation is another area where this PC really shines. 32GB of DDR4 is a generous allocation that'll keep you gaming smoothly for a long time to come, even if you're running multiple programs in the background and streaming games to your friends. And don't even get me started on the storage. 1TB of PCIe NVMe SSD is more than enough room for your OS, games, and a few other programs to breathe without feeling cramped. I loaded up a bunch of games on the Velztorm Mini Pilum, and the results were nothing short of phenomenal. Everything loaded in a flash, no waiting around for textures to pop in or levels to load. It's a game changer if you're used to older systems or budget builds that always seem to be holding you back. Now, let's talk about the practical side of things. The Velztorm Mini Pilum comes with all the connectivity options you'd expect from a gaming PC, including Wi-Fi 5, an RJ45 port for wired connections, HDMI out, and a decent selection of USB ports. That means you can hook it up to your monitor easily and plug in all your favorite peripherals without any fuss. I tested the system with my keyboard, mouse, and headset, and everything worked like a charm. No driver hunting or compatibility issues to navigate, just plug and play, which is exactly what you want from a modern gaming PC. In conclusion, the Velztorm Mini Pilum is a genuinely impressive PC that won't break the bank. It's built with quality components, delivers smooth performance, and has all the features you need to get the most out of your gaming experience. Of course, the final verdict depends on your own specific needs and gaming habits, but if you're in the market for a reliable pre-built PC, this one's definitely worth a closer look. If you're curious about the Velztorm Mini Pilum, I recommend checking it out on Amazon. Just click the link in the description below and take a closer look at the specs, reviews, and current price.